You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Disclaimer, like I said, every fucking episode, we don't care if we liked it or not. We still watch your shit, and congratulations to you. We support you, and shout outs to you, nigga, because you made it. We don't know you. We're watching this. Your movie, anybody around the world can watch your shit. You made it, my nigga. You famous. You good.
Just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click it, turn it off.
Harper is selfish as fuck. Harper is Tay Diggs' character. That nigga is selfish. Don't get me wrong. Nigga, she was on another level of selfish, bro. Like this whole movie, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, you can't just pick up and just move to another country, you know what I mean? Especially, you know what I mean? Like she just always had like that. I thought she was about to have a lesbian affair with old girl at the fruit stand because
I thought she was finna cheat with the dark skinned nigga.
I just felt like she just wasn't happy where she was at. And she ain't, you know, I'm not saying she never been happy because she did get that nigga a lot of chances, like in the beginning, you know what I mean? And that nigga kind of like played her to the side and tried to fuck Jordan. But
I don't think she was selfish though. I didn't think she was selfish until that part. I felt like before that, everything she did was like in support of him. She had her own dreams. She was fighting for her own shit, but everything was like catering to him. Yeah. But he was selfish as fuck. But the whole part, because you know how I feel about kids, the whole part of let me just up and move your daughter to another country, that's when I'm like, oh, well, fuck you. That's why I was like, man, fuck her.
Yeah, because it's not like she was trying to leave him, but it's like you can't expect a man to just be like jumping into everything. Because this whole movie, it just felt like, hey, I want to do this. Hey, let's buy this restaurant. Hey, let's move to San Pedro. Not San Pedro, but what was that? San something. It was the first place that they were at. She wanted to go there. Like, what do you?
Other than the moving thing, her wanting to do her own thing, I understand. Because it was nothing for him to buy that restaurant for. Like, just if that's what she want to do, she ain't going nowhere. Let her live her life. But the whole move to another place, that's different. That's when it's like, hold on, calm down.
Because it's like he even said in a part of his dialogue, he was like, look, like I supported you when you wanted to do this. There's a whole subscription service thing. I'm sure he had been supporting her dreams for a minute. Your dreams is low-key not paying the bills, though. I'm not saying don't go for them still, you know what I mean? Like, you can still go out there. I'll support your businesses and I'll be there for certain shit. But like, you want me to buy a restaurant sight unseen is wild. You know what I mean? It's like, just because just imagine a phone call. You know what I mean? Your girl always want to do some shit. She always want to, hey, I got this idea. Let's move here. Let's go there. I found this restaurant. We need to buy it now. I'm like, hold on. Like, I'm out of, first of all, I'm out of town.
So it's different. So the like I said, I separate the whole let's move here thing. That's different. But supporting what you want to do, as long as you're taking care of my daughter at home. If I can afford to buy if buying the restaurant ain't setting me back, if buying the restaurant ain't taking all I got, then why not just buy the restaurant? She's trying to do something. Like you see her trying to do her own thing. Aside from moving out of this country or moving somewhere else, that's different. But if you got a dream that I can easily support without breaking myself, fuck it. Do what you want to do. You can keep trying to build till it works.
Yeah.
Fuck it. But moving out of let's move to San Pedro, you got me fucked up and my daughter ain't going nowhere. That's different.
Yeah. She had a lot going on, man. Especially with the whole, like, and she was out there protesting, had her daughter out there while she was in jail. And I'm not saying it's bad to get your daughter into, you know, her culture and all of that, and being out there to show her, you know, a different way in that, you know, we can fight and we deserve to be here, all of that shit. That's cool. Like, but you can't endanger our daughter like that, especially without letting me know. You know what I mean?
Right.
I see if he knew about it, like, oh yeah, you know, I want to take me out to, you know, protest with me, and I'm going too.
Straight up.
Straight at it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm rolling. You know what I mean? If I gotta pick you up from jail and my daughter outside on some like, yo, like, she would have never got custody. Fucking that whole like, oh, I'm deciding to move. I would have been like, hey, yo, she was in jail. I'd have been on the stand, nigga. She was in jail with my daughter. She put my daughter in danger. This bitch is crazy.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel like I said, it's a lot of different angles with it. So I could see her frustrations of wanting to do something with her life, but then what you want to do with your life can't affect what's going on with me and my daughter. That's the only thing. That opening that restaurant, whatever, do your thing. But I'm still able to be here with I'm still able to catch something if it falls.
All right.
But you moving away and all this extra shit you talking about? Nah. And if I was him in that house, I'd have went off on everybody too. Like, fuck everybody in here. What you mean? Just let her go, nigga? You got me fucked up. She can go what she want to.
Right. That's why I said this. The bonds, man. These niggas' bonds was tight.
Yeah. Hey, that was a powerful scene when he finally did accept her going and how they just showed up. I was like, yeah, that was some real nigga shit. Like,
yeah, nigga, I would have cried too.
Yeah. Straight up.
That shit would have never. Actually, it's not happening. Like, it's one thing for you to move to another state, right? You know what I mean? It's just like, all right, cool. Let's agree on this and how we gonna make things work. But you about to move to another country. He probably only gonna see his daughter like once a year, maybe twice.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if she's not willing to kind of like, I'm gonna bring her sometimes too, because like, I gotta see my daughter like at least once or twice a month. You know what I mean? Because if you're gonna do that, we got to make it to where it's just like nothing changes really. So you're gonna have to put some money down too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna need you to come out here every month once, and I'll come down there every month once.
Right. It's like I respect your decision to move, but don't make it complicated for me.
Right, exactly. Don't be like, oh, I ain't gonna be able to make it this month. Like, oh,
no, you got me fucked up. You better figure it out.
Figure that shit out.
You better figure that shit out. So I would say that was the only sense of her being selfish for me. Like, I understand you got dreams or whatever, but don't ever let your dreams affect the relationship between your child and the parent.
Yeah.
If he was like, yeah, I want to write books out here in Argentina, she'd have lost her shit. Like, nah, hell no. Nah. You know what I mean? Like,
tired of your dreams, Harper. I'm gonna do this for you. Like, man, kiss my
he wasn't shit at the same time. So I'm not giving it. I'm only talking about from the point of the point of them having a child together.
No. I get what you're saying, and I totally agree. Harper's been selfish. Like, I think Merch, he said it the best when he's like, when it comes to doing the right thing and choosing yourself, you always choose yourself. Like, always.
Yep. And every single since the first movie.
Exactly. You know what I mean? That nigga been trying to fuck Jordan. That nigga, like, he don't even like even at the dinner table, it's just like, my nigga, you can accept the call later. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, you know what I mean? But he just didn't, he know how to play the game.
Yeah.
If you want to be with your wife, you gotta play a game a little bit. Like, I get it. Like, hey, let's compromise. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna take this call. I'll tell my people, like, hey, don't call me right here unless it's like, yo, it's $1 million on the line or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But don't just be calling me, interrupting me at this time. Like, just compromise for your wife on those ends. You know what I mean? But she also has to understand that she got with a nigga that's an artist. Like, you know what I mean? Nigga that, and I'm sure he made more money than she did. I'm just keep it real with you.
Oh no, he did for sure.
That's keeping us afloat with our lifestyle. You know what I mean? For you to able to just not jump up and go to Africa. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? All the shit that we've done is because I'm getting movie deals. I got book deals. And he was broke at one time too. So it's like, how that feels as a man when you hit a point to where, like, damn, like, I'm fucked up. The second movie, he was fucked up. Like, he was getting money from his friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm never going back there to that space.
You ain't, but at the same time, like you said, you gotta find that balance. So if buying her a restaurant makes her happy, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like I said, but at the same time, if you break in the bank, I get it. Then it's a conversation. But if that shit ain't setting you back and it's a possibility you can gain more from that, then fucking do it. Like, it just so if that's her dream, fucking support her on that. Because it's easy to do. If this was part 2 and she like, yeah, I want to open this restaurant, then it's like, no, I ain't even got money to fucking pay the bill. You want to open? No, we ain't doing that.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah. I think he could have. He probably could have just, and threw some money out there or whatever. But I think, honestly, he was tired of her not fulfilling or successfully doing the shit that she said she was going to do. Because if I give you money one time for like a bunch of shit or a few times for a bunch of shit, and then it's like, because I remember she started like this garden thing he was talking about, but she was half-assed with it. You know what I mean? Like, he gave her money for this, so he supported that. I mean, always support your wife, but at the same time, you got to know when you're just throwing money at a brick wall. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't about to just. I got money, but it's just at the same time, I could not get a book deal next year.
Right.
You know what I mean, they was already shitting on the movie. He don't know where his next check coming from. You know what I mean? As an artist,
Right.
You can't just up and go start doing DoorDash and think shit's gonna be good. Like, he has a lifestyle that he's trying to uphold. And if I throw this money at you, and this is just like one of those dreams that you have that is possibly gonna go down in the dumps, we gotta talk about this more. I'm out of town. Let's have a conversation. Like, I get this is a venue that you need to know about right now, but it's like I can just imagine myself getting that phone call. Like, well, wait till I get home. You know what I mean? Let's do that. Like, wait till I get home. Well, how about I put a holding deposit? Can I put a holding deposit down until I get home?
So that's the thing. He didn't even call the people.
No, he didn't.
He didn't put forth no effort. Like you said, it could have been him tired of the bullshit, or not. I don't want to say bullshit. He's tired of her. He's tired of her starting and stopping. So it could be that. But at the same, I don't know. It's like, if she got your back to where you made it, he wouldn't have made it to this level if she wasn't there.
Bro, shit. Because she was.
If she pushed you to that level, then it's like, if it ain't breaking you, nigga, just do it. You know what I mean? Like, just do
it. Yeah. Since it's a movie, it's kind of, you know what I mean, hard to see where she played the part other than just being there. You know what I mean? Well, taking care of his kid, but it's like, it never seemed like he wasn't taking care of his kid. And he was.
Yeah, I never got that angle. I never got that.
Like, she wasn't like a home mother while he was out in the streets. Like, it looked like they were both raising their daughter, you know, in the household. Like, he was home every night, other than the times to where he might have to go for like months, like a month or something, like somewhere. So
right.
I guess that was you know, that's a lot. You know what I mean? They put on somebody, but you know, it's our child, and we're able to find that because it's never 50-50, right? It's just like, I'm doing this and you're doing that. So don't, you know what I mean? Don't act like yours is just like, because without mine, we can't do nothing. But without yours, I need you too. But it's like, don't take it like, oh shit, I'm here with our daughter every day. I'm like, well, shit, I'm working every day. Like, what you want me to do? While you shooting the dice over here? You know what I mean? You want to do everything. You got motherfucking Hotep Henry in my house.
Hey, fuck that nigga too. Hey, no. I was like, you all up on this nigga. You doing a lot, nigga, playing with my daughter and shit. Calm down.
Yeah,
but like I said, like I said, he reached a certain point. He reached a certain point where it's like, okay, now let me look at what you're doing and push you up there too.
Yeah.
So he reached that point. So it's more like be more motivational in your support. So it's like, if she want this restaurant, like you said, it is a conversation. But make sure if this is where she's rolling, let her roll that way. But push her on it. Like, look, nigga, like, this is like, you know, you keep it like, I'm a buy it, but if you stop this shit, then it's like, let's have that real one. Don't just get tired and shut down because you don't got time for it. She really passionate about this shit. So it's like, I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna be on your ass to push you up to where you need to be, because now we're a team building together. Like you said, I was taking care of everything, but I'm in a position to put you in a position that you could help me take care of everything. Now we're building the empire together, rather than just being like, nah, man, fuck, I'm tired of your shit.
Right.
It's like, when you say I'm tired of your shit, she's like, in her mind, she's not doing what we think she's doing. In her mind, she's not starting and stopping. In her mind, she done gave it her all. It ain't working. I got another idea.
Yeah.
Which can be annoying as fuck, but it's like, that's a conversation you have. But at the same time, if it's not killing you to support what she wants to do, then just fucking do it.
Yeah.
And two, you have the freedom to move around, because you know your daughter's good. Even though she's taking her to protest and all this stupid shit, you still know she there with her mama. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm overseas and I'm good because I know you got her.
So you got her. Yeah. No, that's a fair point. Definitely. You know what I mean? I'll never.
And I'm getting. Hey, by the way, when this drop, I'm getting dinner tonight, not you, nigga, because I support my wife. When we get rich off this shit, she gonna have her companies. You gonna be the nigga like, hey, wait till I get home. You gonna come home to Top Ramen, nigga. I'm coming home to motherfucking filet mignick.
I like Top Ramen. Don't ever try to shit on top ramen ever, nigga. I'll throw some top ramen in. Hey, can you make me some top ramen and a grilled cheese in a minute?
I do fuck with top ramen, but still, nigga, don't shit on my point.
No, like I wouldn't take nothing away from Robin's character other than the fact that I felt like she was just as selfish as that nigga. And in a marriage, I feel like I feel like he was down for like shit, even like the therapy, you know what I mean? He decided, he did do compromise. Like he left his premiere to go. I mean, after a while, it's just like, damn, nigga, how long you gonna grow? You know what I mean? Because that nigga's growing, you know what I mean? But it's like, damn, we done been together for like 2 decades. Like, nigga, when is it gonna change? And I feel like sometimes in relationships, period, like two people just don't need to be together at a certain point. You know what I mean? Like I'm here, and this is who I am. He's not wrong for being who he wants to be. He just got to be with somebody that's kind of either accepts that and understands that, or it's just like that.
Yeah, he kind of needs he needs somebody to sit in the passenger seat and sit down and just shut up. He don't need somebody trying to drive too.
And I think
in his world.
And I think that's why him and Kendall's character, not Kendall, that's her book name, but Nia Long's character, like they keep meeting, you know what I mean? Because it's like she's this like successful, I want to do a bunch of shit, you know what I mean? I understand schedules and meetings and all of that. Like, yeah, they would bump heads, but they'd understand each other at the end of the day. They probably still divorced, but
yeah, they would. I was about to say they wouldn't work. They would not work because they're the same.
But they'd understand each other. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. And I think that's a big part of a relationship is understanding your partners. Like I understand what you're doing, so I'm gonna help you out on this shit. And I understand what you're doing, so I'm not gonna bug you on certain things. So I don't
but then what makes his character whack is they had that understanding. Tay Diggs.
Okay.
What makes his character whack is they had that supportive understanding of we're both trying to build something. Because just like he's trying to push this book shit, he was broke. But she was still with him, like, yeah, I'm still fighting with you. But then it's like, now that you made it, now you feel like you above here. You could look down on what I'm doing and be like, oh, nigga, nah, that ain't good enough. I don't feel like supporting that. That's whack as fuck. Like if you was there with me through the struggles and I make it, I'm not gonna turn around and shit on you. The relationship is a relationship. If the relationship don't work, that's one thing. But if we both had goals, you don't get to turn around and look down on my goals now that yours have worked.
Yeah, I know this is turning into a Sanaa Lathan and Tay Diggs discussion.
Fuck it.
I honestly don't feel like he shitted on her ever. I mean, in the 20 years, like I felt like she was doing what she wanted to do, and he didn't like, no, don't do that, no, don't do that, no, don't do that. Like I'm here, I'm supporting. I feel like he equally supported her, and there was some things that she never even told that nigga. Like she said in therapy, like, well, I do be thinking a lot of this shit in my head sometimes. Like, damn, like talk to a nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, tell me how you feel.
Talk to him when.
That nigga be home, bro. Like, he be home. Sometimes he'll go out, you know what I mean, do his book thing. It's not like he just doing nothing. That nigga trying to close. That nigga, like, I just understand a nigga that's at work. Like, what the fuck you want me to do? I'm gonna be at home, be broke together. Let's be broke together.
No, it ain't that, man. It's there's if you watch through the movie, this time she's talking to him, that nigga ain't even listening.
Hey, the nigga on the phone, man. Nigga's like, hey,
fuck that.
Trying to close deals. Like, yo, they're gonna make a movie, they're gonna make a sequel. Like, this is something I have to talk about. Which one?
No, that's real. That's real. No, that's real. But I'm saying, but I'm saying there was points where she's like, when she's trying to talk to him, you could tell his mind is either thinking about fucking Neil Long or his mind is thinking about the book. And I'm talking about just through all the movies.
Yeah, because she be talking about that bullshit. That's what she be
in his mind is bullshit, but out of her world, man.
Yeah, they both had their ups and downs, and their ups and down sides. Like I'm not saying one is right and the other is wrong. It's just I understand both sides in all different ways.
Like, it's like that's the genius writing of it, because they're both wrong and both right in the same sense.
Right. I think what makes, like, if you don't like Harper is because that nigga he's definitely selfish and he was cheating. Like, you add that on it with it is one thing to be like a selfish nigga and you out here making money, but you still out here trying to fuck on Jordan after 25 years is like kind of whack.
That nigga want to fuck on everything. You want to the movie is based off you fucking the man's wife.
Yeah, real shit. So I was just like, that nigga trying to still beat on Jordan, even though they didn't push that in the second one, really. That they was trying to get together, but this next one, I mean, he did, try to, be intimate with her, you know what I mean, while he was still in a relationship with a girl. And that's whack, you know what I mean, especially in the situation that you in with her. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't thinking about your daughter then at all.
At all.
I mean? So it's like whether she found out about it or not, it was still risky as fuck. And I feel like that's the reason why people probably, if you do not like that nigga's character, is because of those reasons. Because that nigga was,
right.
He wasn't faithful. You know what I mean? So
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.